Hello. 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 Let's see. I want to see comments. Oh my God, they have all these things now in StreamYard. It's crazy. Music, sound effects. Just want to see text. Is that test? No, that was earlier. Don't want to end stream. I want to see where are comments. I'll go. Hi. Welcome. I don't know who's here. Let me go over to YouTube just to watch so I can see comments. It's working. At least I'm here, right? And you're seeing my hands and not my face, which is all good. That was my problem last week. So let's see. Live. It says I'm live. It says 2 people are watching. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Anne Marie. Marie, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I think everything looks good-ish, right? Yeah. Screwdriver. Don't need that now. I have a whole list of things I wanted to tackle today. So I'm looking forward to... Hi, Sharon. Hi, Debbie. So your... Oh, thank you. Hi, Heidi. Yeah. You just fell out of bed, or are you just saying you fell out of bed, but not literally, Angie? Hi, Angie. Willie. Hi, Barbara. I'm still not feeling... I'm sorry. I just fall out of bed about 10 minutes ago. I'm okay, I think. Okay. Well, hi, Val. I hope you are feeling better, I guess, Angie. I don't know what to say to that. But I'm glad you popped in to say hi. And I certainly hope you're feeling better. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you, as always. Yeah, I have a whole list of things that I wanted to tackle. Finally got my mouse to work. It was not easy, but I finally got it paired to the Bluetooth, and now it's working like a charm. I'm so happy with that. So let me put that. I was using the the touchpad, which I used with my other computer because I didn't want to plug in a mouse, but this is the other computer. Still finding my way around this PC. It's a lovely computer, and I'm finally finding my way around it. So let's see what I wanted to share with you. I did start the 100-day project, and what I've decided to do is sketch, as in drawer. Drawer sounds funny when I say drawer, every day. And I'm going to use this book. I'll show it to you. I'm going to use this book. And I hope that's not, is that backwards for you? Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine for you. And it's got, as you can see, over 900 drawing projects are in it. So I've got it covered. Hi, Pam. Welcome. And so I'm hoping after doing this 100 days, I'm hoping to see improvement. That would be my hope, that from day 1 to the end of 100 days, that there'll be some improvement in my sketches. So I'll show you what I did today. It is what it is, right? And you can see they give you a step-by-step. So it's 4 steps kind of that you can work on. And it starts out with the circles and basics and then more and more detail. So I started out with the pig. Why I started out with the pig, I have no idea, not a clue. But this is my drawing. This is a sketchbook that I made a couple of years ago, and I figured I'm going to work in this. No sense getting a new one. Okay, take care, Angie. And I've done a lot of stuff in here. Let's see. No, that's, and this I copied off the cover of a pad of Arteza paper. And so this has got a lot of, that's drawing upside down. Anyway, where's my pig? There's my pig. He kind of looks like I don't know, a wolf, but I wrote it down. It's the February 22nd, 2026 100-day project. And there's my first drawing. He's a little odd looking. I don't know whether you would look at that and say, that's a pig. I don't know. Looking at it now, but that's my attempt. That's their finished pig. That's my finished pig. So next week when we get together, you're doing a snowstorm. Yeah, I bet you are. Hi, Janice. Yeah, it kind of looks like a wild boar, but it's a pig. The wild boar would have tusks. Yeah, and I guess the Northeast is getting a big snowstorm, and your snowstorm is named Hernando. They named snowstorms. So this one is Hernando, and it's supposed to affect, yeah, you're right in the middle of it. It's supposed to affect 70 million people. And yeah, so hopefully you won't lose your power and you'll be able to stay in and be warm and snuggy in your house, Ellen. I'm hoping the best for you. And yeah, it's supposed to, well, they've been talking about it for a while. I watch a guy by the name of Ryan Hall, and he's been talking about this for a while. And my son is in, I don't know where he is. He was in Italy. He was in Rome. And I'm not sure when they were coming home. But if he was planning on coming home today or in the near future, he's not coming home because all the airports are closed. And the American hockey team that beat the Canadian hockey team for the gold medals this morning. Great game. They went into overtime. They're coming home from the Olympics in Milan, Italy, and they've been diverted to Miami. So they're not flying into New York. They're flying into Miami because of the snowstorm, which I thought was pretty interesting. So that's the update on the weather. Yeah, that's right. She's in the middle of it also. Hi, Sandy. Well, hi, Safia. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people. It's pretty hard. Yeah. Well, it's a blizzard. I think technically to be a blizzard, you have to have 30 mile, at least 30 mile an hour winds. I think that's the minimum. And of course, obviously snow. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Good to see you. So I wanted to share that with you, and hopefully at the end of this project, these drawings will show some improvement. That's my goal. So let me put the marker here. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to do the sheep or whether I'm going to, this book has everything in it. So I don't know whether I'm just going to stick to animals. Yes, that's what I understand also. Hi, Terry. But this thing has everything in it. Everton. It's got boats, modes of transportation, cars, trucks, planes, airplanes. Let's see, cake, food, people, historic. You name it. It's got it. Skateboarding, skiing. I should do some skiing. Anyway, so I'm probably going to go all over the book and just pick what I feel like drawing that day, and I will put my pencil to paper and see what I come up with. So that's my 100-day project, and my goal is to show some sort of improvement. That would be the goal. All right. It's a heavy book too. I should be a lot stronger too after 100 days. Ha ha ha. All right. Next on the list of things I want to share with you is, let's see. I did my first assemblage. I've been talking about doing it. I've been gathering stuff to make stuff. And yeah, it is a great book. A lot of variety. So I got together with Deb Farrell, and she kind of held my hand, gave me some suggestions, and I made my first assemblage, and I will show it to you. I was showing some people in chat the other day some of the bits and pieces I had. So I ended up making this out of a Colesman mustard tin. These are the things out of a steamer basket, and it kind of looks like a bee. And this is some sort of plug for different currency. And these are the little plastic caps that when you open a thing of like cream or milk, it has those little plastic caps. So I thought that looked. And this right here are the little tiny washers that are that you find behind the keys on a computer. And so there it is. And the legs are a little wobbly, but she stands. The legs are made out of bits and pieces of circuit board. I bought a whole bag of different brads, and they had hearts and stars and little washers. So those are the legs. And I had a brad with a bee on it. So I glued that on. And the legs are wobbly, and they're going to be wobbly. But she stands. So that's my very first assemblage. And yeah, it's kind of fun. So I ordered some drill bits for the Dremel that I have. I punched the holes. These holes were punched with a awl. And so anyway, whoops. There, okay. So I wanted to share that with you. Let me put her back. I'm assuming she's a her. Oh, that sounded good, right? He's a her, she's a her. Okay. All right. Next on the list, this is kind of fun to have a list and to be this. I know. I understand. Yes, the wings are from a steamer basket. You know those old fashioned steamer baskets that fold up and you can stick it in a frying pan where there was some water. Well, I took that whole steamer basket apart. So therefore I got all of the wings. Yes, I hear you. Nobody wants to get. Well, thank you. I had a lot of fun. Deb Farrell, oh my gosh, she's made so many. And because if you go to Pinterest and look at them, oh my gosh, I saw one that was made out of a thimble. And I came across an old metal thimble. So I'm already thinking. Anyway, look for more of that to come, possibly. And what else? Oh, I wanted to put a button. I'm going to quickly put a button on a new journal that I made. And then we'll get to making some fodder on tissue paper with a fountain pen or a regular pen. Let me just turn the lights on here real quick, because it's gonna get dark eventually here. All right. We actually had some rain today. We are in the middle of a drought and everything is dead. And so I made this journal. I get this catalog. Get these catalogs. Hi, Thunder. And it's known as the Quest. The glare is going to be awful now. Well, it's the Quest Royal Fine art, and it's an art gallery in New York on 79th Street and Park Avenue. And if you contact them through their email, they put out these catalogs every quarter, and they're gorgeous. And I mean, they're way out of my price range. You know, the pieces are, I don't know, 35,000 to 100,000 or such. But they're beautiful paper, as you can see. So I put them all together, and then I added some inserts to collage. So I'm going to collage in this, and probably go over these. This was one of those free cards you get, and I sewed that in. From these are little gems from 10,000 to 95,000. So I've got this in here, and that's the butterfly and other stuff in here. So I needed to, and it's a 5-hole. I didn't do a really great job, but it's a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. So I'm going to put a button on it as a little closure, so we can chat while I know, don't I? Yeah. I've got this other journal that I'm working on too that was just junk mail. I get a lot of junk mail. So I thought this is I made these paper buttons. So I'm going to sew one here and sew one on the back. And then we'll wrap some thread around it, and then we'll be good. These have little birds stamped on them. And these are made out of, as you can see, text paper. That one's a little bit thicker. No, I guess that. So I'm going to do that and chat. What's a great idea? Well, Deb, you could dye your junk mail. Oh, the buttons, yeah. I don't know. Someone. It's just a punch. Yeah. Anyway, let's get a thread and needle. Oh, I might have some thread on a needle already. How handy is that? Aha. I do. Looky there. Okay, that's good. So let's punch a couple of holes. Line it up, kinda, maybe. Let's do this. Okay, all right, like that, okay. Yeah, we'll put that, and we'll line that up. This needs to come to the edge. Oh, can you see what I'm doing? I'm sorry. That needs to come in. Let's mark that. Let's mark it. So I have been watching some of the Olympics. Not as much as I have watched. Hi, Linda. And is Lydia here too? Hi, Lydia. I haven't watched as much as the Olympics as I have watched in the past, but I did watch the hockey game because, as you know, my grandson plays hockey. And it was fun, obviously, and saw it live at 8 o'clock this morning, which would have been about 5 hours. So it was probably like 11 noonish maybe in Italy. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. And then I'm going to do some fodder stuff. He ain't heavy, fodder. He's my brother. I always feel I have to say that, even though it's not father, it's fodder. And I never heard the term fodder in terms of making stuff for art. I know the term fodder as in corn, because they grow fodder corn, and that's corn that is grown specifically to feed the cows. and such. And it's usually not very tasty for humans. It's not sweet, like, sweet corn. It's real big ears of corn with big kernels, and it's meant for the cows to be fed to the cows as fodder. So how the word fodder came to mean what it means in art is a mystery to me, unless it's fodder in the sense that you're feeding your artwork. I don't know. It's just an odd term for me, but that's what I'm going to try to do. And as you know, there's a fodder school. I know the women won gold too. And I thought it was great that the women were at the men's game. It was very cool. Very, very cool. We got some serious hockey going on in this country, which is great. Oh, and the one guy, whoops. I had to laugh. I can't remember. One of the players on the men's team. Oh, there was his father or his uncle. Some member of his family actually was one of the coaches. Hi, Carol. Was one of the coaches for the Orlando Solar Bears, which is like a AAA hockey team. And I've seen them play. I've gone up to Orlando and seen the Solar Bears play. And this guy was one of the coaches of the Solar Bears, which I thought was pretty neat. And my son posted a picture of my grandson. He's 15 years old today. I can't believe he's 15. Great picture of him. He's actually smiling. He kind of went through a phase where he just wouldn't smile. He was just being a bratty teenager. But now he had a big smile on his face. Nice picture of him. Oh, I hate that when that happens, don't you? Oh, man, oh, man. Hate that when it comes undone. Now I have to get a threader. Yeah, happy birthday. His name is Reed. And he loved the birthday card I made for him. He said it has now become one of his favorites. And I used AI to generate some of the images. I think I may have told you, but on chat 8, whatever it is, chat, I went in and I typed in, I needed a black and white hockey jersey with the name Lar and the number 19 on the back of the jersey. And that's what it produced. It gave me a black and white jersey with Lar and the number 19 on the back of it. It was so cool. And then I asked for it to design a hockey stick. Okay, Barbara. I asked it to design a hockey stick with the name Swift on it, and Swift happens to be the name of the hockey stick company that my grandson just bought himself. He bought himself a hockey stick with some of his Christmas money that I had sent him for Christmas. And he was really impressed that I had picked up on that, because my son had posted a picture of Reed with his hockey stick, and I noticed the color of the hockey stick and the name of the company. I think this needs to be closer to here so I can do that. Okay. So I again went on and asked them to make a hockey stick with gold and black and the name Swift on it, and it did. Oops. And Reed picked up on that. He noticed immediately that the hockey stick in the card matched his hockey stick. So that was a successful birthday card. Oh, and I also wanted green lockers in the background. So I asked for green gym lockers. And it created an image of green gym lockers in the background. And hockey skates. Oh, and I asked for the hockey jersey to be on a hanger, so it could hang, on the locker, and it did that too. Very cute. Hi, Roseanne. Hi. Oh, I said hi to. Well, I don't know how clever it was, but the design. Well, I could probably show you a picture of it. Let me see. Just hang on 1 second. I did take a picture of it. A lot of times I forget to take a picture of it. Oh, here's something. Hernando enters northeast. View the scene on the ground. Now the winter storm gets set to bomb out. Ooh. You guys be safe. Let me see. Photos. Oh, there it is. Let me see. Can I make that bigger? Well, there it is. See it? Didn't that come out good? So there's his birthday card. I love it. Personally, I thought it came out really good. It's kind of like three-dimensional. But yeah, there it is. And that's cut out, and that's cut out of the card, and then all of this is behind, and that had foamy, like, dimensional tape on it to make it pop out a little bit. So that's the birthday card I made for him. I love making cards, and that style I discovered it was inspired by another artist where they cut it out, and then I like the little. Hi, Deb. How are you? Thank you. Okay, got this almost done. Let me just come through here. And then we'll add some thread. And then this will be all set to work in. Another journal. Let's see. I had some darker. Let's see. Let's do this. This is what do you call it? Waxed thread. So I'm just going to stick this on this like so. Wrap that around like so. I can go around a couple more times. So when I start to fill this up, I'll have plenty of room. So there, now I have a nice closure for this new junk journal. Almost even, not quite, but that's fine. Who cares? It'll close it. Let me stick this back on here. I made this pin cushion. I had this wooden top to a candle, and I drilled little holes. And I just want to show you that I can do French knots, because this is all French knots. So I made that little pin cushion a while ago. Oh, I'm sorry, Deb. Well, I guess, yeah, there's going to be a lot of glitching going on. Okay. On to the next thing I wanted to do. And that is to make some fodder. I think that's next on my list, right? Let's see. Put button on new journal, make fodder using tissue paper and scribbles and some stamping with homemade stamps. Okay. I know. You know how I feel about French knots, and that's a lot of them. Yes. So at one point in time, I could make French knots, and then all of a sudden, that ability kind of disappeared. So now it's a 50-50 chance of whether I can do a French knot or not. A lot of times, but if I pay attention and I watch a video, and then, I have to watch a video every time, or at least it feels like I have to watch a video every time, I can do a French knot. All right, so I have some tissue paper here. And I'm going to do it on the rough side. And I've got some tan kind of paper. And let me get, I made those stamps last week. Oh, did you see the finished cards? I have to mail these out, but did I finish this last week on the stream? I don't know, but I did cut them and make them into postcards, and we did this last week. I got 4 postcards out of that, and I'm going to mail them out. And those are the postcards we made last week on that. And I used that, that's some tissue fodder that I made. So that was fun. So let me get those. Let me reach up and get those stamps that I made. I've got a whole bunch of foamy stamps that I've made over the years. Kids foam, I bought some of this. I've never used it, but apparently this is the stuff that you can make stamps or impressions in, and then make a stamp and then heat it, and it goes back to its original shape. I'd have to go on and watch a video on how to use this, but of course, it's one of those supplies that you see it and you go and you buy it and then you never use it. It's one of those, that happens a lot to me. I don't know about you. And then I can't remember, but I think you make stamps out of this. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Like, I could take a key and press a key into this. I don't know how that would make a stamp, though, if you press something in. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at that. All right, let's get some. So these are the stamps we made last week, or I had made. But this is just, I got this. This is the folder for the, Simon Hurley invented it. Oh, okay. All righty. This is the thing that the Doris glue sticks come in. When you buy them you get 12 in a case, and that's a great stamp. Of course, you got the washi tape. I don't think I'll use that. I might use some of this. That's an old design one. But I just make them and put them on cardboard, and then I make a little handle out of tape. So you can use that. This is obviously a toilet roll. And you can roll that if you have the roller. I don't know what I did with the roller. Oh, I needed a picket fence, so I made a picket fence. The little handle. Let's see. I got an arrow. That's good. I carved an arrow out of a cork. We can use that, right? I used it. Oh, this is that might be too big for fodder, but there's the handle. There's a circle. Got all sorts of goodies in here. I used the die cut, and I cut out the flower in that foamy stuff and made a stamp. That might be a little bit too big, but I got a little square here. Again, on cardboard with a little handle. Stamp away. All right, I think that's probably enough to keep me busy for a while. Oh, wait a minute, here's another cork. Oh, I got a little thing on that. Oh, okay, let's play with that. All right, Let's see what we got. Oh, that's from. Oh, this is some eyes. No, I need little stuff. Right. Okay. I could spend forever. Hi, Devin. It's very old stuff. You mean the impression, the stuff that you make stamps out of? Oh, he does. Oh, thank you, Terry. I will check that out. Silly putty. Oh, okay. All right. All righty. I remember silly putty. Do you? Do you remember flattening it out and putting it on like the funnies? And then pulling it off, and then there would be an impression of the comics, and then you would stretch it out and distort the pictures on the comics. Is Silly Putty still around? I wonder. I'm going to do this because I'm afraid this might go through. And yeah, I'm going to do a fountain pen. I was just using a fountain pen today. Where is it? This is a nice one. This is a Twisby. Yeah, this is a Twisby. So let's do some. Oh, that's funny that you should say that, Terry. I had left some Silly Putty out of its egg shell, and it was on the sofa that was in our porch room or Florida room, and my sister sat on it. Hi, Brenda. And apparently she was wearing her favorite whatever, and it ruined her pants or shorts or whatever. She was very, very upset with me because she sat on the Silly Putty. And so I do remember that. So let's just do some. You can't go wrong with circles, I say, right? So let's do some. I'm making fodder for those of you that are just joining us, and thank you for coming on over to play. You too can make fodder. This is kind of relaxing, and some of you are in the oh, thank you, Anne Marie. Some of you are in the path of Hernando, and Hernando is the latest named storm. People didn't realize that they named winter storms, and apparently they've been naming winter storms for a long time. It's not a recent occurrence. Because I Googled it, and now it's quite a while ago. They've named winter storms. They just don't. They never refer to them by their name, like the way they do for hurricanes. I think that'll be an interesting little pattern, don't you, for fodder? So we're up to H. I don't know who I was or all the others. I remember the one that was F, but I can't remember its name, but I do remember one that began with F. Yeah, they do, and and they have apparently for a long time. Most people weren't aware of that. Okay. Oh, there goes a jogger. He doesn't live here. He must be visiting somebody. I shouldn't say that. There was a guy that, well, he thought he was jogging. You know, have you ever seen that person who thinks they're jogging, but they're barely walking? Well, that's great. You got to see my gray head. Ew. Okay. And this guy must have been 100 years old. And I would pass him every morning on my way to work. Poor guy. And oh my God, he had little short shorts on, like little, like track shorts. You know how short they are? And he had a headband on. But he was lifting one leg after the other. And he definitely wasn't walking. I don't know how old he was. I think someone told me he was in his 90s. And I thought, God bless him. My neighbor, the woman from Denmark or Norway, I can't remember. She just turned 101. Ah, there was something in the air that night. The ground was white. Hernando. Very cool. Let's kind of, so we can do this maybe. Yeah. If I'd been thinking, I could be doing this. Oh gosh, I should have done that. Darn it. Could have been doing this on the jelly plate. Oh man. Oh, I should have done that. It's too late. I don't want to get it all out, but you know, you can do magic marker on the jelly plate. I remember the first time I did it, I thought, oh my gosh, this is never coming off this jelly plate. And I used a big magic marker and did like doodle type of sign. And then I put paint over it and pulled it up, and it was amazing. It completely removed the jelly plate. I mean, the magic marker. It was crazy. All right. I don't know what to do now. Let's do some stamping. It's kind of hard to, you think, oh, that's easy, just doodle. Well, I don't know. It's not that easy. Let's see. Let me get some ink out. I think I'm going to go for the big pad. The big, and I think I re-ink this. I know, it's amazing. When I first saw it done, I was a little reluctant because I could not believe that Sharpie would be completely removed, and it was quite amazing. All right, let's try this, shall we? I've got plenty of ink to re-ink, as long as you're not too sharp. I'm not too sharp, Tevin. That's not a problem. Okay. Oh, I should have put the foam down. I'll put the foam down after I do this. Let's see. You ready? Yeah, that didn't work. All right. It will. Let me put down I've got the foam that I use. When he was in his 50s, Brenda's always got great stories. Let's read the whole thing. Okay. There's a man here who had a heart attack when he was in his 50s. After recovered, they told him he needed to actually start running. He is 90, almost 90, he still runs. He actually runs. That's awesome. That's awesome. This guy was kind of jogging. Did I get it fixed? Hi, Beth. I'm on StreamYard. So to answer your question, no, I haven't really attempted to. What happens is when I'm on StreamYard, a little thing pops up and says camera on. And then when I change, I leave, it says camera off. Whereas my other computer, I think the camera was just on all the time. I don't know. But no, I didn't mess with it. Didn't attempt to download any drivers. I did read about that. Because this is, and I do have the software for the camera, the Longitudes for the camera. But when I'm for some reason, when I'm in YouTube, there's no buttons anywhere where I can switch the camera orientation. It just wants to use the camera that's in the camera that faces me. Even though when I go to the software, it shows that this camera, it's a Logitech webcam, is connected. It shows that it's connected. Hi, Christina. But yet it won't turn on. So I just went to StreamYard. I went back and I deleted all of the broadcasts in StreamYard. And do you remember, Carol, we were talking about when we were streaming together, and you said it was in 2022. I went all the way back and I deleted all of those broadcasts from all the way back to 2022. That was a lot of them. But they're still on YouTube. They're just out of StreamYard. Let's see. Look. Is that not cool? Oh, look, it went all the way through. That's fine. But isn't that neat? A little bit of foamy makes all the difference. Let's fill that in. That's cool. Let's see. Yes. Well, I had no problem with the other on the other computer. Well, let's see. Let's do this. I'm getting smart in my old age, folks. That's kind of scary. Let me do this so I can come across. And I'm going to cross over. And we'll do this, and we'll be okay. Line that up a little bit. There. Now, you shuffle. Yeah, I jogged briefly many, many, many years ago when we lived on the farm. But I developed shin splints, and they're very painful. That really stopped me from, those are my jogging days are over. And then, I did some walking. My mom walked forever. She and her friend would get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and they walked fast. They did a 15-minute mile, which I think is pretty good they were in their 80s when they were doing a 15-minute mile. Okay. I guess I'm just not getting enough ink on it, but that's okay, because that still can be. Let me just try that one more time. And Barbara, you line dance, right? That's true. I never thought about that. You don't need a partner to line dance. That's so true. Oh, wow. Ballroom dancing, circle dancing. That's right, the Sufi dancing. Is that like the twirling, kind of like the twirling dervishes type of dancing? I took ballroom dancing. All the moms in the neighborhood thought it would be a great idea. Why are they saying that? That's ridiculous. I think the moms got together and they decided, wouldn't it be a good idea if they sent all of us kids off to take ballroom dancing lessons? None of us thought it was a good idea. And I remember it was held at the Congregational Church. I can still picture the church. The church had a wood floor. And I can still remember us going under great protest. But we all went and took ballroom dancing lessons at the Congregational Church in Wantor, Long Island. Wantor, Long Island. So that's where we learned how to do the cha-cha-cha and the, what was else we learned to do? The waltz, of course, the 3-step waltz. You learn how to dance well, and then men want to dance with you. I was never very good. dancing. My ex-husband was a very good dancer. For a large man, he was he was a good dancer. Me, not so much. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you would take your girls to school and then walk the track. And that's a really good surface to walk on. Uh-huh. Well, I can't walk any distances either. I have that same issue. And I have to laugh. I got a message from the doctor on the eye chart after my bone density, and it said that vitamin D, which I already take, and that some light exercise, some walking. And I know that's not from her because she knows I can't walk. She knows my knees are shot. Okay, well, obviously I've got to put something there. That would be silly it just would not be right. Let's move this up a little bit and see if we can't get, what can we get? Oh, we can get maybe 4 in there, part of like some. All right, let's put some up. Well, the other day after bridge, we didn't come in last place this week. That's 2 weeks in a row we haven't come in last place. I'm getting nervous. We came in 5th place. That's 5 out of 7, but it's not last place. And we came in 5th place last week too. I know, we're getting better. But my partner, she's just a very reluctant bidder. So this is the 3rd week in a row that she's underbid the hand. But anyway, I can't get upset because I make mistakes and it's only a game and we don't really care. Well, I kind of do a little bit, but. Okay. So that'll be fun to tear up. That will be fun to tear up too, I think. Sure, right? Over there. Let's see. Is there any more ink on here? Let's line that up. And I'll just put some other stuff. Oh, what happened to Sandy people? Oh, yeah. Oh, it did not go well. What did I say? I left the country. Oh, wow. That's too bad. Because sometimes, I've known people that have had, well, I've had both of my knees done, replaced. And they have not gone well either. One didn't go well because they put the wrong size prosthetic in. But that was their fault. They didn't measure right. And the other one was okay. My niece had both of her knees done at the same time. And some people are very lucky, or they have really good surgeons, and they're up. And I know this one woman had her knees replaced, and she was kneeling in her garden. Can you imagine kneeling? One is bad. See, it's just. Well, my mistake was I didn't pick the right doctor, and I should have known better. I picked an orthopedics, a arthroscopic type of orthopedic surgeon, and I didn't pick a surgeon that's all they do. Whoops! Whoa! You really want a surgeon that's all he does is knees and hips, and he does 3 or 4 a week, and that's all he does. You have a better chance of success. Let's see. Ah, do you see how? I didn't expect that to come out. I know. Can you see how beautiful that is? Look at that. That's just on a piece of foam. Just a piece of play foam on a piece of cardboard. I got to do some more of that. Yeah. Yep. That is cool. I haven't used these in a long time. Yeah. Well, a woman I play bridge with, the doctor that she's going to says to her, no, you're not really a candidate for a knee replacement. So instead, she's getting these shots every 3 months. And she's holding her own, getting shots. Ta-da! I'm very happy with that. You see, when you cut that out, your sisters still do country dancing. Now, country dancing, let me ask, is that square dancing or is that different than square dancing? I'm not sure whether we're talking square dancing is country dancing or is country dancing something different than square dancing. Like, oh, bleh, got my hand. Yeah. Enlighten us, because I'm thinking square dancing with a caller, different line dancing and other dance moves. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Cowboy two-step, but you need a partner. Okay. Well, they have quite the line dancing group here. The guy that does the line dancing, he's got a great name. His name is Lee Wyatt. Isn't that a cool name, Lee Wyatt? And he's the line dancing guy. And he is a West Point grad. And he teaches American history at the local community college. Lee Wyatt. I just think that's such a neat name. I know. He does sound like a movie star. And he's a very, very handsome man, I must say. Very handsome guy. I'm going to get in there. We're going to fill this up. And then we'll try some other stamps. And then we'll go on to the thing that I thought I would attempt to do. It's kind of scary to do it live. Oh, wow. Well, we would have square dancing as part of, you have almost all, there's places to go every day of the week if you wanted to. Do you remember we had square dancing as part of our gym curriculum? And, as a 7th grader or a 6th grader, it was, ooh, we have to touch the boys. I don't know whether you remember whether your school had that, but that was one of our gym lessons was a couple of weeks of square dancing, and they would line us up on either. I remember it's those memories that you have that are this is so distinctive. I remember this. They would line us up on either side of the gym. And the boys would be on one side of the gym, the girls would be on the other, and you'd kind of walk, and then you would meet in the middle, one pair at a time, and that was your square dancing partner. Oh, let's get it all over your knuckles. And we would have to do-si-do and pay attention. That's a really great exercise. Think about it. It's a great exercise in listening, paying attention, and following directions, especially when you're swinging to the left and swinging to the right and do-si-doing left and right and all of that. We all thought that. Hi, Joyce. Oh, that's cool. I bet. Yeah, I would imagine that would be a lot of fun to have a professional caller. You can do-si-doing and all of that. That would be a great idea for a party. Very good. All right. Oh, fingers are cramping. That's going to be fun to tear up, don't you think? All right. Let's do one more. Let's do it on this brown paper. Ooh, I didn't. Oh, let me cut this up. I don't know what this is. It's not really tissue paper. We'll find out in a minute. We'll find out in a minute. Let's do this. It's like tissue paper, but I think it's gonna. Well, I have a feeling. I know it's when I put the ink, it's gonna be very absorbent. It's gonna kind of spread out, but we'll see. Let me just do this. Oh, I can't move that arm. Oh. I can't move my arm. I got one arm. I can't. We're all a mess, falling apart. And as my bridge partner aptly says, and I want to yell at her every time she says, she goes, and you know what? It's not going to get any better. And everyone groans and we go, oh, thank you so much, Carolyn. Thank you so much for pointing that out to us. It's not going to get better. It's not a nice thing to say, is it? It's not going to get any better. Let's see how, I don't know how this is going to stamp, but let's try it out of curiosity. Thank you. Oh, just like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. I remember that movie. That was a good movie. Shall we try this one? What the heck? It's not going to be really fodder, but I want to find. Let's try it. You start getting out your old stamps. And these just happen to be stamps that I made. That's even better yet, right? I can't see. All right, here we go. God, that finger keeps cramping on me. My fingers crossed. All right. Oh, dear. Oh, you just signed up? Yeah, I remember when I signed up. It's wonderful to have, though. All right, I'm a little reluctant. I don't know how this is gonna come out. You ready? Oh, that's not bad at all. Look at that. Oh, it came through. I knew it was going to come through, but I'm going to do it again. I just need to press harder on that side, but that's a die cut. I know. I feel the same way, Barbara. Absolutely. I'm very happy. And then I supplemental. And I never had to pay for health insurance because my all the jobs that I had included health care. It wasn't until I was retired that I had to go through that whole thing and then to find supplemental insurance. And I happened to find very good supplemental insurance. And it's very local. But my premium for the supplemental insurance is $0, which I like that. All right, let's see now. I have to press. God, that finger keeps on locking them. All right, so I have to press over here. Let's see. Over here. Okay. Part D. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I got to press here, right? Let's see. All right, let's see. Ooh. I like that a lot. And that'll make really nice. Just tear that out and again put that on a piece of art with with matte medium. Yeah, this is kind of cool. I guess it's kind of like tissue paper, but I like that a lot. I must say, I'm pleasantly surprised. We did that. Since we're doing big stuff, how about let's try this big circle here. Ooh. I have a silhouette of a woman that I drew also. I didn't pick that one, but that's another really cool stamp too. All right. I must have really done a good job re-inking this. I mean, doing the re-inking this pad because everything is good. All right, let's do this. Yeah. I'm seeing all of these things on this new on StreamYard. My gosh, they've got so many bells and whistles now. Can't even intro video, outro video, loop, and then you've got applause and bounce. You've got all these sound effects. And create the background. That's got to be for the paid version. Oh, wow. That's really cool. Yeah. I have several of my prescriptions are 0. My most expensive prescription is the arthritis one. That's $15 a month for the methotrexate. Many of them are 0. Okay, you ready? This is going to be all right. Ooh, bullseye. Yeah, I just cut a circle, and I think and that's just a pencil. What I've been using to carve into the fun foam, I guess it's called fun foam, is I had a ballpoint pen that the ink was dried up in it, but I had the nib of the ballpoint pen, and I used that to just make impressions into the fun foam. Take care, Yolande. Thanks for being here. And have a wonderful rest of your evening. And stay warm. The last time I looked, it was like -5 in Calgary. And I know you're in that area. Whoa, sorry. Yeah. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, you could use a compass and get yes. I'd have to talk to you. Well, I'll message you about Wednesday. Okay. Ooh, that's a juicy one. All right. And let's do one more, a different design. How about this one? This is a good one. I like this one. I've used this a couple of times. My private insurance was $1,200 plus meds, January 30th. Wow, it's still really high, but it's much better, isn't it? Oh man. Well, yeah, it's a problem. It's a definite problem in this country for so many people. Yeah, it's all. And it's very sad that we can't do a better job. how many times am I going to hit my knuckles and get ink? I've got, look, okay. Here we go. Will that fit this way? I'll just do some here this way. Okay. Yeah, I made this one a while ago. I've even drawn, okay, yeah, okay, all righty, thank you. Okay, let's do this. I actually drew a person on a skateboard with a messenger bag and with a little helmet on. I just drew it on fun foam and it was like a one-off because it was for a birthday card for my oldest son, who at the time was skateboarding to work. You ready? Well, I like it. It's kind of rough, but that's what its fodder's supposed to be, right? That's kind of cool. Yeah, I like it. I like the design. And you can see it's just circles and strips. Look at me. I'm just covered in ink. Oh, I got inky knuckles. Let's put another one down there. All right. And I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get out a brayer and see if I can get a you like it? Yeah, I like it too. Maybe in another week or two, maybe we can just make some foam stamps and you can get some fun foam. You can get it at the dollar store. This fun foam that I have has sticky backs. I just bought some new fun foam, and I've got enough fun foam to last me the rest of my life. And it's not sticky back though. But you can just put glue. It should work. All right, let me do this. I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to go, oh my God. My fingers, my knuckle is locking. Look, let me do this. This should work really well, I think. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, right? Just do a little roly, right? Get nice even pressure on it. I bet you that's going to be the ticket. Okay, let's see if I can get it up. Oh, bingo. Didn't press hard enough there, but look. That came out cool, don't you think? All right, one more. You need something here. Let's dig over here. Let's come over here and see what I got. Let's see what we got. I got little houses. I've got clouds. That's for a whole like scene. Got a dragon. Let's see. Oh, I got some. Yes. I'm going to do these. I'm not going to tell you what it is until you see it. And it works out really well. Hi, Belinda. Welcome, welcome. This is a little one, so I'm not going to use the brayer, but the brayer is a good one. Yeah, it's seeping through the paper. I don't care. You ready? Look. Here's looking at you. Oh, what is this? I don't want this. Come on. Oh, Lordy. Get out of here. Okay. No, I don't want this. Get out of here. Pop-up drivers. No, okay. Isn't that cool? And you can use it on both sides. It works either way. Oh, okay. Look. I love them. And somehow it works. You can use them both ways. Here's looking at you. Just put an eyeball on, huh? Yeah, that's... Well, I was able to use the Medicare Advantage. And a lot of people didn't want to do that because you have to go to their doctors. There, you got a couple of eyeballs. Well, I think we got some pretty cool stuff here. So we got this sheet here, right? And we got these that we can tear up. These are actually boring now and compared to the other stuff, I would think. But anyway, and we got some hand-drawn stuff. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of fodder. That was kind of fun. Yeah, okay. Let me stick this. Whoops. So I highly recommend getting some fun foam. I know you can get it at the dollar store. I know that for a fact. I mean, I'll show you. I'm not going to print it out, but look at this. I made this gigantic dragon. Isn't that cool? I am going to print it out. What do you think of that? So you can see it. Let's see if I can get enough ink on it. And that was just from scraps. Yes, you want it, but you want it with the sticky stuff on the back. I bought a whole bunch from Amazon, and I didn't realize I got non-sticky on the back. So unfortunately, hi Jenny. I'm not sure I'm going to get enough ink. I've gotten a lot of ink out of this. Well, we'll see. We may not get much because I think, I've really been printing a lot. And anyway, you'll get the general idea. We'll stick this down like so, and we'll do this. Give it a good... But when I made the dragon, that was some scraps of fun foam I had, and I kind of just fashioned it into it. Just kind of sometimes, when you're making stuff, stuff just happens and it just makes itself, and that's kind of what this was. It kind of made itself. It started to look like a dragon, and so then I started to be more conscious of the pieces to kind of push it along. All right, let's pull this, and this would be fun on a jelly plate, right? I'm pulling this. Let's see. I don't know. Whoa. Arr. Ooh, I like that. Huh. What do you think? That's kind of different, huh? Oh dear. That's crazy. Yeah, I punched some holes and yeah, I did. But anyway, there's the dragon. Oh my God. Okay. Let's do this over here. Once I saw the dragon, I figured I had to print it out. But look, this is the fun foam that I bought. I don't know what I was thinking. It doesn't weigh anything. Fun foam, anybody? And it's not sticky back. There you go, 100 pack, 100 fun foam. Ready to ship. Yeah, ship it to Ann Lar. She's the idiot that orders stuff like that. I'm going to have to make a lot of stamps. It's Jay. Hi, Jay. Hey, hey, hey. I've been making a mess with fun foam stamps. Making fodder. All right, now, what time is it? It's 6:22. Well, the next thing on my list was, and I don't really want to do it because I'm afraid. I'm fearing it. Watercolor painting of flowers. Shall we attempt it? I'll attempt it, but it's really hard to do this in front, but I'll show you what I wanted to do. We've got, some time left, and I could say goodnight, but you know what? I'm going to be brave, and I'm going to do it out loud, so to speak. It's like it's singing out loud. I'm gonna paint out loud. I'll show you what I wanted. I've saved these pictures forever because I wanted to attempt to do them in watercolor of sorts. So let's clear the decks and see. I've got my water over here. I always have water in a jar with a lid on it. If I don't put a lid on it, it evaporates. So, and I think that's a word that Di made up, and it's hysterical. Pistified. Isn't that a great word? And I think she made it up. You can also draw on it. And yeah, you can draw on it. I'll do it. Maybe next week we'll play with fun foam. Pistified. Angry at someone that you're mystified at their stupidity. When you're mystified by somebody's stupidity, you are pistified. Isn't that a great word? Okay, I had to write that down. All right, so this is what I want to attempt to do, and it's going to be an attempt. Every once in a while, I'll see an ad or something or a painting that I really, really like. And this just spoke to me. I just love it. Well, love is a little bit strong of a word, but I would like to attempt to do that. And maybe, not today, but this would be something that if I printed this out on my laser printer, I could possibly do a pull. I know. But isn't that a great word, pistified? So I want to attempt that. It's a ring. It's an ad, obviously, for how can life be possible without fantasy. And this is another one. And this is an actual photograph of a flower arrangement of perennials. And that was in Veranda Magazine. And if you've ever seen Veranda Magazine, they have the most beautiful images and stuff. So I think I'm going to attempt this. An attempt is, pretty much what it's going to be. It's going to be an attempt. So let me get, okay. I got some watercolor paper right down below me, right? Ugh. I should really have a board to tape that on. But that's okay. We're just going to do it, and then we'll see how it goes. I'm going to use my Kurtaki watercolors, paints, because they're almost like gouache. I bet. Yeah. I'll let you weigh out, and then if you want to talk to anybody, I found it best, even though it's a pain in the ass, is to make an appointment to see somebody in person. Even though it took forever, first of all, like almost an hour on the phone to make an appointment, and the appointment was for months down the road. But when I got there and spoke to somebody in person, I was lucked out. It was a woman and another woman who was in training, and they were phenomenal and helped me, and they were so nice. I guess I just lucked out. Let's see, I have some fun stamp tutorial. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Well, that's great. So scrap, craft, and stitchery. All right. I don't know, Barbara, could you find her link maybe? I know. If not, I will look for it. Repositional glue stick. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. Oh, and you just put the pieces on acrylic blocks. That's interesting. I've always just glued it to cardboard and then made a little handle in the back, as you saw. All right, let me spritz these. I don't know how this is going to go, folks. I'm already getting nervous. But you guys are not going to. You're not going to care. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to do a quick sketch. I got back pay too. I got back money also. All right. I'm going to just try to sketch this real quickly. This is already going very not good, but that's okay because it's going to be my version of this. Okay, how's that? It's going to be a little rough, but we don't care. Okay, let's get these files. real quick. This is pretty rough. This is something that I would probably want to do obviously more than once. Whoops. And what do we got over here? We got a short one. I like that purple. Yeah, this. And we got this one here. And this is, I don't know what that is. That looks like just like a, it's like a green stem. Oops.
Richard Lar.
Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, can I call you back? Hi. Hi. I'm in the middle of streaming. Can I call you back, honey? Okay. All right. Talk to you in a minute. Bye. It was my grandson. He was probably going to thank me for his birthday check. I don't know what all of this is, but I mean, I know what that is. Is anybody, everyone left? Oh, people have stayed. Oh, thank you, folks. We got, I don't know. That's kind of it. I don't know where to start. Well, you just start, right? So let's start with, let's start here. We'll just start, right? The best thing to do is just start. So let's just start, okay? I think I put some pen work on. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much. Barbara's put Christina's YouTube channel information in there. So thank you, Barbara. And I think I'm going to do the green because that's going to be the easiest. That needs to be a brighter green. So let me just. a little darker there. And let's put this here. This is really rough. Hi, Mary Lou. Are you getting snowed on? Okay, let's see. Oh, that was not a good move. Oh, well. Oh. Oh, well. Screwed that up, but that's okay. That's fine. I'm going to do this again. I should have used a different brush. And I'm standing, and anyway, what we're doing on time here. Oh, we got plenty of time. Unfortunately, I'm just kidding. Let's do some yellow up here. And I think this would be really cool with, I think I would add some pen work on this. Oh, and let's get this purple. Isn't that a beautiful color? I should do this after I've done 100 days of drawing. Yes. You know Mary Lou. Geez, Barb. All right, so we need like a pink. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. That's kind of a orangey. Let's do this here. Oops. What is this? Well, that's pink. Huh. Well, don't have pink. So can I do this? And they didn't bring a palette. Oh, well, looky there. That's a happy accident. Oh, that's crazy. Ha, ha, ha. It's got just a little bit of like reddish in here. Just a little bit. A little blushy. All right, so now I really screwed up the stems, and that's okay. This is let's do this. We're all hanging in there. Let's kind of do this. And it's going to have some green on either side of that. Can you see? I think I'm. Yeah, well, should let that dry. But I didn't. It's okay. It's good. It's all good. We need this kind of bluish turquoisey color. I'm going to use this. Let's just do some. That's a bit of a mess, isn't it? And then there's stuff that goes around here that would be pen work. And that's kind of, oh, I know, I got some silver here. Oh, you're very kind, Ellen. You're very kind. Let's see what we can do here with this. That's some silver. And that can be up in here too, but I really should let that all dry before I start doing that. So let's do don't have a palette handy. Oh, wait a minute. That's not too bad. Not really the right color, but at this point, I'm going to do this again. I can't see what I'm doing. Can you see? Do you want to see? Thank you for hanging in there. I can't see. Any of you watercolorists out there, I apologize for me being a hack. I don't even know what that color is, to be honest with you. It's not gray. It's not gray. It's next to the black. I don't know what it is. It comes in here like so. And then the stems come down here somehow. I don't know. Oh, I don't know whether yeah, I'm not sure. You guys are very kind, and I appreciate that. Can you see the? You can kind of see the ring there. Kind of, maybe, huh? I'm afraid to do the leaves, the stems now, because I screwed them up so badly. So I'm going to stop here. Oh, hi, Di. I'm just ready to pack it in. Good morning to you. Also, I was trying to do a watercolor, and yeah, I'm trying to. It's kind of not going well, but that's the wrong brush, obviously, for that. So anyway, this is, well, you can see what I'm trying to do, and I am going to attempt to do this again, and be more, careful. I was just slapping stuff down, and but I'm going to attempt to do this again and do a better job of sketching the ring. You can kind of can you see that it's kind of a ring? I don't know, but and the stems are, yeah, I screwed that up here, but that's okay. I'm going to do it again, and I'm going. I'm sorry you came in, but thank you for stopping by. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by and playing with me and playing with the foam stamps and making fodder. And yeah, I'm gonna attempt this again. So, and I'll show it to you when I'll finish this, and then I'll do it again and see what happens. And I will definitely share with you the results. So thank you so much again for being here. I so appreciate you spending some time with me. And yeah, have a good week. And remember, oh yeah, I got to take the link was to Kelly Waring. Okay, bye, Brenda. Take care. Bye, Thunder. Roseanne, thanks for being here. Good night, everybody. And remember, if you can't be good, be careful. And have to add another word to that, too. Hopeful. It's hard to be hopeful, but I'm trying. You got to keep on trying, right? So you too, try to be hopeful. And good night. And thank you. And my thing is working, which is awesome. Bye.